So with the global pandemic going on in 2020, the government has been passing a lot of new laws and bills collectively known as the stimulus. Now, we've had a lot of questions lately from clients and viewers about how the stimulus affects their own finances and how it might help their finances. So we're going to talk about that in today's video.
Okay, we got a lot of questions, so let's get started.
Okay.
First one, Amber, I'm going to ask you the first one.
Okay.
The $1,200 check that most American adults received from the IRS, will that be taxable on their 2020 tax return?
It will not be taxable. Yay!
Yay! So it's actually, right, a freebie, right?
Freebie.
It's actually an advance of a tax credit for the year 2020 only. So if you got it, any amount you received, if you had children at home and you received some for them as well, not taxable in 2020. So hooray! It will be, of course, one additional tax form to be completed. But hey, it's worth it, right?
Right. So with increased need out there with the pandemic and a lot of unemployment, a lot of people are really trying to up their charitable donations. Is that impacted at all by the changes to the laws?
Yes, so Congress is making a change again just for 2020,
Okay.
allowing anyone who makes a charitable contribution to deduct up to $300 on their tax return without itemizing. Now remember, the tax law in 2018 really made it a lot easier. Most people don't itemize anymore. In fact, over 80% of Americans don't itemize, so they don't get credit for those charitable contributions. Now you'll want to hang on to those receipts. If you give money to a verified charity in 2020, you can deduct up to $300 even if you don't itemize on your tax return.
So one of the main questions we're getting is about this idea of being able to take money out of your retirement plans before the age of 59 and a half.
Without penalty.
Without penalty.
Right, because normally if you take money out of your IRAs, 401ks, 403bs, whatever plan you have, before you're 59 and a half, you pay not just income tax on it, but you also pay
a big penalty, 10%.
10% on top of the tax, right. Congress did away with that for some people in 2020. Now, not everyone can take advantage of this. You have to have been impacted by the pandemic. So that means a couple different things. You or your family member were diagnosed with COVID-19, or you suffered a financial hardship. You had hours reduced at work, or suffered a furlough or a layoff. In those cases, those individuals can take money out of their 401ks and just pay the income tax on it, not the 10% penalty.
So another change has to do with RMDs, which we talked about in another video, and I'll put a link to that in the description below if you want to watch that video. But no RMDs this year. What you need to know is there are no required minimum distributions for anyone this year.
That's right. Now, we mentioned in the other video, you need to take action. If you still want your RMD, you should contact your advisor or your IRA custodian. If you don't want it, you should still contact them, because several custodians have said, well, we're going to send it anyways. And several have said, we're not sending them to anybody. So touch base with your advisor or your custodian to find out if one is on the way, whether you want it or not. Let them know that.
Right. Now, the tax deadline has been changed. It's June of 2020 right now. Usually we would have paid our taxes 2 months ago.
Right.
Right? So what does the tax change mean for people today?
Well, first of all, the deadline was extended for everyone to July 15th. And by moving the deadline for the actual income tax return, the Congress also moved the deadline for lots of other things. Contributing to an IRA or Roth IRA for last year can be done until July 15th. Contributing to your health savings account for last year can still be done until July 15th. So July 15th moved not just the filing date, but the deadline for all sorts of other important tax moves. You can even do those, Amber, if you've already filed your income tax return. You may have to file an amended return if you're doing a traditional IRA and need that tax deduction, but you have until July 15th to do all of those things now.
So it sounds like the stimulus is really going to help some people one way or the other and will basically impact just about everybody.
Just about everybody, that's right. Now, to stay updated on all the latest things with taxes and retirement, be sure to subscribe to our channel.
And if you would like to learn more about becoming our client, you can click on the link below in the description.
That's right. Remember, the rest of your life can be the best of your life.
Plan now to retire happy.